Guys, if you haven't already, make sure to follow the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It helps us more than you could imagine.
You're not even wearing a watch, and you're not even.
I'm not wearing. Let me fix that.
Yeah,
let me fix that. Let me put my watch on.
We need to get your thoughts on this one as well.
Yeah, let me put my watch on quickly.
Oh my God, are you fucking shitting me? Is this absolutely needed?
There we go. Now I'm dripping. Now I'm dripping. I'll just put on a little Hublot number right here. This is a good-looking watch.
This guy, I have not seen you wear this watch. I'm talking maybe like 3 years.
I haven't put this on my wrist in 5 years.
Like, I'm fucking out. Get the fuck.
You're known to have a bit of a distaste for certain brands, in particular Hublot, which I've got on my wrist right now.
Why is that though? Why don't you like them?
What's wrong with what I'm wearing here?
Everything. You
don't even want to make eye contact with it.
No, I'm actually scared. No. Listen. Fair play, because I've also noticed that it's actually a real one. Funny enough.
Fucking hope so.
I really hope so. You guys just out there and he just goes, "That's fake."
Yeah. That's me. Like.
Yeah. Well, I hope you would tell me if it was fake.
No, like I would.
It's worthless now, but still.
I would go on the streets. Yeah, I've single-handedly destroyed the resale value of Hublot, I think.
Yeah.
The funny bit is we were walking around. I don't know. It's a fancy part in our hotel is Mayfair, and there's some fancy streets there. Yeah. You could even buy a Rolls Royce at the supermarket. Unbelievable. Never seen that. But there was a kid walking around. You're Nico. Fuck Hublot. And I was like,
really? Oh,
like, I swear, this is the weirdest thing ever.
Started a campaign now.
Yeah.
Hublo's finished.
Yeah.
No, for me, Hublot is the fashion brand for people with more money than sense. And let me explain to you where we start with that, right? I'm not going to say anything about your dress sense, right?
Look, by the way, I'm fucking dripping out of my fucking mind today. Look at this. Yeah. Get a zoom in on that, boss. There it is. Okay. Anyways, onto the watch.
Right. Let's put it this way, right? For me, and I've allegedly, I'm gonna use the word allegedly before
just in case you get sued.
Yeah, just in case. Yeah. Allegedly, right? Allegedly, or I can use the wording. My opinion. My opinion is that Hublot is not being very truthful towards their customers.
Okay.
It's my opinion, just saying that.
Yeah.
You see that movement in that watch. What did you pay for that watch, may I ask?
I think at the time it was like $12,000, $11,000, something like that.
Yeah, okay.
It was ages ago. This is like 5 years ago or something.
If I tell you that exactly that same movement, like identical that movement, sits in a watch for £400. Exactly that movement.
Yeah.
And you know what that watch of £400 have as an advantage to your watch?
It was £400.
It was not only £400. It actually has a solid, really good bracelet instead of that rubber piece of shit.
Do you not like rubber bracelets?
No, rubber is fine, but that is cheap shit.
Right.
That breaks within fucking 5 minutes. I look at it, there's fucking things in it already.
The passion.
Yeah. No, because I actually always wanted to, because you do like obviously hate Hublot watches, but I actually wanted to know, what was it about them do you actually dislike?
For me, it is technically the watch is absolutely by far not worth the price that they're asking, and it shows in the value, in the second-hand value. It shows clearly.
Yeah.
Like you buy a Big Bang for 15 grand new, and that same watch from that same year is offered pre-owned for 5-6 grand. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
So it shows, and
it's like a car, the way it depreciates.
But it wouldn't even depreciate. A car wouldn't even depreciate that much. Like, you see what I mean? For me, the true value is not represented in the brand. And Hublot's a marketing machine, right? And fair play to what they do, right? And all good. But they're a marketing machine. They have nothing to do with watches. It's just a fashion brand. You're basically wearing a Daniel Wellington, but you were stupid enough to pay 11 grand for it.
You know what? You are absolutely fucking spot on, right? So
Calfreezy signed a hair.
No. It's bro. Look, I haven't worn this watch in absolutely ages. First of all, I feel like my taste has gone in a very different direction to these type of watches now. And so I bought this. I was out in LA. This was literally like 4 or 5 years ago. There's probably a vlog somewhere back then. And I went there and I was just walking past watch shops, and I went to my friends. Recently, at the point, I think I just hit like 1 million subscribers, and I was like, I want to spend some money on something that will remind me of 1 million subscribers.
Treat yourself.
So yeah, I was like, I'll treat myself, and I was with the boys. You know what the boys are like when they're getting in the ear. They're telling, oh, that one looks nice. And none of us have a fucking clue about watches, but we said that looks nice. So I walked in the shop. I said, I want that one. And so I just bought it. And it was like that. And then when I came back to London, everyone kept trying to rob me. Right? I'm not even fucking with you.
People wanted to rob you from a Hublot.
Yeah. Can you believe it?
Man, must be desperate in London. Like,
I'm not even joking. Yeah, it stopped me wearing the watch. I would be walking down a street and people would just go to me. They would go like, "Is that real?" And I would always tell them it's not real. It's fake, because I knew what was going to happen if I said that it was real, right? And so yeah, I just started, and that's what's actually stopped me from going and buying like some watches that I'm genuinely interested in. Now I like to think I've watched a lot of videos on YouTube, and YouTube really is the way that I sort of educate myself at least a little bit on what watches I do like, what I don't like, what are good, what are bad investments, things like that. But that has genuinely been the main reason why I haven't bought a watch, is because I want to be able to wear it out and about.
yeah.
And in London, that's not the smartest move.
No.
So I'm sort of in a catch-22 right now. I'm there like, look, I really want to buy a watch. I want to buy something that I'll really enjoy. But I don't want to get fucking robbed on the street.
Listen, this is the reality of today in London. It's one of the reasons why I needed clearance to travel with certain pieces, which I want to show you guys anyway. It's fucking mad.
Okay.
But if we look at the situation in London and it's not only London, but it's bad. Like I speak a lot with dealers here. Recently, very recent.
Same.
Yeah. Dealers here, you. So I speak with colleagues of mine.
Yeah.
Same. Aye, good story, boy. But I speak with a colleague, like broken into his house. Wife knocked into. How do you call it? Intensive care. Him held hostage. Didn't have a watch at home, but owns a watch business.
Yeah,
the watch game becomes a really dangerous game, right? And it is. My house in Northern Ireland, there's police around, so there's like I have a special button and
the panic button,
like the fucking red button.
Bro,
and
in the movies
That's
where everything
fucking
locks down. Like,
exactly. But in London, some dealers here are under protection, like proper protection. Like it's mad. Like selling watches, you think it's normal, etc. But the stories, mate, the shit that we've like. I've traveled all over the world, mate. I was chased by people in Venezuela, by like fucking cartel in Venezuela, like shit like that. It's not just selling a watch from A to B. It's getting the game where I play in is the rarest of the rarest in the world, right? We have pride and opinion as a business selling watches to the world, to people.
Us fucking normies, mate.
Yeah, normies. Yeah. But like the watch game in its own, that danger, that is what attracts me so much as well. Like.